folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. Hope your 2024 is in a groove already. Nobody requested this one. I think I saw it mentioned in a Reddit thread, and I realized it's time for another Trisha song. So, Trisha Yearwood, she's in love with the boy. Just a regular song reaction. If you want to make a gift request or make a gift or gift request, the information's in the description box below for me to react to a song. Maybe you have an artist or a song that hasn't been represented on the channel, or an independent artist that you want to get exposure to, what have you. But let's do She's in Love with the Boy. Who's the boy and who is she?
Katie's sitting on her old front porch, watching the chickens peck the ground. There ain't a whole lot going on tonight in this one-horse town.
Right.
Over yonder, coming up the road in a beat-up Chevy truck, her boyfriend Tommy is laying on the horn, splashing through the mud and the muck. Her daddy says he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and man, she just don't care. She'd follow Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. And even if they have to run away, she's gonna marry that boy someday.
Joy and folly of youth. It might work out.
Katie and Tommy at the drive-in movie, parked in the very last row. They're too busy holding on to one another to even care about the show. Later on outside the Tasty Freeze, Tommy slips something on her hand. He says my high school ring will have to do till I can buy a wedding band. Her daddy says he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and man, she just don't care. She'd follow Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. And even if they have to run away, she's gonna marry that boy someday.
That's one of those things where you're like, just be careful what you ask for. Just be careful what you do, because it's a long life. The earlier you get married, the longer the life you're going to live together. And I know some folks who married their high school sweetheart right out of high school, and they're together 50 years later and such. And we hear stories of that, but it's a lot harder than it seems.
Her daddy's waiting up till 12:30 when they come sneaking up the wall. He says, young lady, get on up to your room while me and Junior have a talk. Mama breaks in and says, don't lose your temper. It wasn't very long ago. You yourself was just a hayseed plowboy who didn't have a row to hoe. My daddy said you wasn't worth a lick. When it came to brains, you got the short end of the stick. He was wrong, and honey, you are too. Katie looks at Tommy like I still look at you. She's in love with the boy.
That's beautiful.
She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. What's
part of the, I love that. And that is one of the things where the more crazy stuff you did when you were younger, the scarier it is when you got kids or you're raising kids or you're involved with kids, because you're like, oh my God, people aren't that different. Like, we like to think that we're leaving our unique signature on the world, and in some ways we are, but in many ways there are these commonalities among human beings that you look at the younger ones and you're like, they're going to do crazy stuff. And you just, and then after a while, like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just come home alive. Don't get arrested. Come home alive. Don't embarrass the family. Don't embarrass yourself. And this beautiful part where the wife says to the husband who's going to go out and talk with this guy, and he should. We're going to go out and talk with the guy that's going to try waltzing off with our daughter. We have to put it to them. There's no other way. You're not just going to welcome anybody into your kid's life like that and take them away. You're going to have a talk or two. But I love the wife's advice. Like, before you go getting angry, you just remember. And I did not see this part coming where she said to him, our daughter looks at, what was his name, Tommy? The way I still look at you. And that word still, or that little part there, that I look at you this way to this day, that'll soften him up when he's having a talk with the boy. Still has to have that talk with the boy. But man, basically too, if you think about it, the daughter is in love with a guy that's very much like her father. And how do you get mad at that? It's scary letting your girl go. But she's going to go. You raise them to be independent, and then they go, and it breaks your heart. And you got to influence them in some way. But she loves a guy that's very much like the daddy. But anyway, I got to rate this song. Gosh. That twist was so welcome. I loved it. All right. The number that burst into my brain was a 9.3. I liked it. That's a country song right there. I love Trisha's voice too. It's so warm and welcoming, and I don't know. It just it reminds me on occasion of Martina, but her voice is her own, as we know, and it's just I feel welcome when I listen to Trisha sing. So, all right, guys, there you have it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.